happening, guys? Gemma here. I'm back again, but not just back for another video, also back from the Play Expo. We were due to go for 2 days, but Jess took ill, so me and my auntie went for the Saturday. So what I'm going to show you in this video is a mammoth heap of retro game pickups, some of which I've been searching for quite some time. I've got a bargain, so please don't go anywhere. These are pretty juicy, these ones are. But before that, guys, I'm going to show you some footage that I took so you guys can get a grasp of what it was like yesterday. It was absolutely packed. There were loads and loads of arcades, loads of vendors, but unfortunately not as many retro gaming vendors as one would have hoped. It was a lot of kind of knick-knacky stuff, which I'm not as interested in as I am, you know. When I go to Retro Expos, I want to go in for the games, and that is it. So let's take a look at the footage, guys. Then we're going to bounce back and we're going to go through this massive pile of games in front of me. I won't disappoint you. Let's take a look at the footage. Was a GameCube title that I clocked early on, and I just want to give a shout out to Sore Thumbs Retro Gaming kind of team. They're awesome. I got some really nice bargains, and I got Zelda 4 Swords for the GameCube. I have been searching for this for probably the last 10 months. Now I have the special edition box down there, but now I've got a boxed complete game, so manual, all the inlays, as well as a really nice condition game. This was pretty cheap. I bought it with another game and I got a kind of combined bargain on both, so I don't know what the individual prices were, but it was priced at $35, and I don't think that's too bad for this. I'm super stoked to have this. In fact, it was one of the first things I picked up yesterday. Next up then, guys, is a game for my favourite console, the Snes. Managed to get a box complete copy of Super Bomberman. Now all of these, all of the cardboard games are in Sentinel cases, which I think is pretty kind of sweet, so that'll sit nicely on the shelf there. And this is a classic. It's a multi-platform title, and Bomberman's been with us right back. I think I first played it on the PS1 many moons ago, and this game's quite pricey. Now the box condition isn't superb, and there is a sticker underneath the Sentinel case, but nonetheless it's complete. I'm happy to have it. Been searching for it for a while. It's pretty kind of common, but you know, it's so much fun to play, and there's no way I was leaving that without this beast in my bag. Next up then, guys, is a title that you guys told me to pick up when I did my top 10 N64 games. I managed to bag an immaculate complete copy of Perfect Dark, again in the Sentinel case. I do need an expansion pack for the N64, so if you guys want to flog me one, please drop me a personal message on my Facebook group, which the link will be in the description. But again, you know, this is a really awesome multiplayer game. We did play this alongside GoldenEye back in my university days, and I want to know what you guys like about it. It is made, published by Rare, and I don't think you can go wrong with Rare titles. They were a very kind of prevalent company back in the N64 era, and this is just awesome, and I think this was 25 quid. So that, to me, was an absolute must. Another N64 title now, guys, pretty common, no surprises, FZero X, 20 quid, box complete. So again, really happy with this. We actually met some friends down there, and we hooked ourselves up on the 4-player N64 console, which was just outside the arcade, so that was loads of fun. I really do like the Snes version better. It's the first one I ever played, but the soundtrack to this is pretty awesome, and the tracks are pretty fast. And again, I'm really interested in racing games from the 64-bit era, the 16-bit era, but not so much anything after that. It gets a little bit too serious with the Gran Turismos, and as fruitful as they are, there's nothing like the bright, vibrant colours, the crazy shit that goes on in these types of racing games. You Wipeout as well included in that. But again, I had a chat with Alpha Omega Sin about 6 months ago, and he said, you have to bag yourself a copy of this. So this one's for you, Alpha, FZero X. We're still not done, guys. I hope you're still with me. Bagged a Snes version of Zelda. This game was phenomenal back on the Amiga. A nice little colour-popping, side-scrolling action game. A really nice franchise, actually, Zelda. The character I've always found quite intriguing, and I, just looking on the back, I just look on. When I picked this up, I looked at it, and I was just like, that kind of nostalgic ripples you get all throughout your body when you remember playing these levels as a kid. That's what I got when I picked this up yesterday. So there we go, another Snes game in the collection. In fact, soon I'm probably going to do a massive Snes collection video of consoles, peripherals and games, so stay tuned for that one, guys. Next up then is another box Snes title, and funnily enough, I've never actually played it, so I need your help. Bugsy. Is it any good? Now, I had a huge poster of this on my wall as a kid. The artwork is pretty iconic and was pretty, prevalent in our computer shop. I think it was Gordon Harwood's as a kid. And they used to give us loads of free posters. And I bagged a Bugsy poster, much to my friends' non-delight, let's just say. And they were pretty jealous I had the poster, but I've never actually played the game. Again, looking on the back, looks like a nice, colourful side-scroller, as most 16-bit titles were, guys. But what is it like? Is it any good? Let me know in the comments. It is complete, and again, wrapped nicely in that Sentinel case. So a little bit of SEGA love now. I'm just doing a quick glance down there. There's still tons to get through. I bagged a Master System version of Ghostbusters. Again, never played this particular version. I did say on my Facebook and Twitter 2 weeks ago that I do want to beef out the Master System collection a little bit. I managed to find a really nice unboxed Master System game down here, and it's right on top of the unboxed pile, which I'm elated with. I was searching for a box copy and I couldn't find one, but I got an unboxed copy. But back to this, guys. This doesn't have the manual, so it is cart case only. But yeah, nonetheless, a cracking franchise, one I definitely grew up on in the 80s. Happy to have it. Now, this was a title that I narrowly missed out on down at Play in Blackpool in May. It was unboxed actually, so I'm glad I waited to pick up Dizzy. Now, a huge franchise back on the ZX Spectrum. That's the console I grew up on. But I've never played this, Fantastic Dizzy, sorry, on the Mega Drive. So, guys, is it any good? Does it replicate the masterful games from the ZX Spectrum era? Obviously, I know the graphics are upscaled to 16-bit, but does it have that same appeal? Now, please, again, guys, drop me in the comments. Is Fantastic Dizzy any good? So we're going to go 3 unboxed titles now. That Master System title I was on about, guys, is in fact Wonder Boy. Now, you can probably see a slight white mark on this, and that's because the price sticker wouldn't come off, but that's easy enough to get off with a bit of elbow grease. The Wonder Boy series is probably a series I need to devote a little bit more time to, and I grew up with Wonder Boy on the Mega Drive. Where is it on here? I have it somewhere. I can't find it. No, I can't find it, but it's here. Wonder Boy 3 and Monster Lair. So I grew up with this, and I have been searching for Wonder Boy on the Master System for quite some time, and I saw it lurking in a little box, and I snatched it. I got a good deal on it actually, so there we go, guys. slam up there. NTSC Snes. Now I'll link my NTSC Snes collection video in the description. Managed to score Yoshi Safari on the NTSC Snes. In fact, I'll put it on the shelf now actually with that PAL. But again, one that I don't see a lot of. I did see the PAL cart down there for 20, but hell, I want to collect more for my NTSC Snes. Let's put it on the front there. Boom, that's already on the shelf. And a NES game that was recommended to me by my auntie, a really nice shoot 'em up, and we managed to play this down on the arcade, and that is Airwolf. And I love underneath here, based on the hit TV series. There'll be more pictures on screen, guys. Really nice shoot 'em up. If you guys haven't checked it out, I never played it until yesterday. I'm glad my auntie recommended it. She's pretty good like that, is Liz. So thank you to her, and definitely thank you to whoever I bought that from. So 4 PS1 titles. Again, I haven't bought any PS1 games for a while, so I'm really glad I devoted a bit of cash to this fantastic system. Now, I have been after a Saturn version of Exhumed, so pick this up for a tenner. Probably it is box complete, the condition's really nice. It does go slightly less, but I paid more because I wanted the condition. Now this is very Doom-esque, but it's almost kind of set in ancient Egypt settings, but again, I've never played it on the PS1, so I don't know what the PS1 version is like. I do want, my Saturn collection's there, I do want a SEGA Saturn version. If any of you guys can help me out, drop me a message on my Facebook group. International Track and Field. Now again, I typically avoid sports titles. It's not my bag, it never has been, but for some reason this game, me and my auntie used to play it so much, and she always kicked the hell out of me on it. I was absolutely